Good morning, Turtle Club. I hope everybody's having a good time today. It is just right before the hour of 5 a.m., which is when we're streaming Mag vs. Wild, also known as our Ark Survival Evolved stream series. We are currently getting into the cluster that we've been building. It is meant for small environment, meaning small group of people. In this case, you can see that the server size has been capped at 15. And you can see we've been testing on this a lot. As far as the days go, it's, these servers, we've been running them 24/7. We've been basically double checking as far as what we can see from a charts perspective goes, how the CPU's running, how the RAM usage is bouncing. Mod load is pretty decent, I would think. We've been loading on this computer, and this is our actual higher performance PC. We forgot to update the streaming computer, so we're actually streaming off of our laptop today. We do have it connected to our stream box. It's a bit of a mess, depending upon things. I might take a picture of it so you guys can take a look, but it was one of those last kind of second things. It's like, oh my goodness, I forgot to update all the stuffs on the main computer, and that's going to happen after stream, which these are 3-hour-long streams. That's the goal, and so we want to kind of show off as much of that as possible. Last week that we streamed on Ark, so 2 weeks ago then, that we showed you all Dodo Island, and how it kind of looked a little bit on the Beach Bob area. Now we're going into a map that I've never played on, called Anzah. And Anzah is, per the developer, 80% completed. The place that they don't have yet fully finished is the water area. Personally, I'm not one for water dinos in Ark. So the lack of water dinos, in my opinion, is a little bit of a plus. It's not exactly a thing I'll look for, but water has a couple of problems, in my opinion, in Ark, and in most games in general when you're doing water levels, is you really aren't free to fully explore, because there is an oxygen component to it all, and so you really don't get to see everything that the water world is built for, because you're usually trying to micromanage staying alive. And with Ark and the AI being very bloodthirsty, what you wind up doing is trying to micromanage staying alive from multiple different directions. You've got your food. Fortunately, when you're in the water, you don't have to worry about your water consumption, but you also have to avoid getting killed by everything, plus the water itself, plus your stamina. And that's probably the other big problem I have with the water system in Ark, is it takes stamina to move, period, in the water. And my first experience ever involving water in Ark, I was doing my best to get to a shore while playing with some other friends, and I died within 2 feet of everything. Let's just go ahead and random this guy out. Again, at the end of all these test series, which we'll have probably one more, we will be deleting our main characters so we can be starting. Other than the fact he kind of looks like Slender Man, he's not exactly the worst possible random character. Western Plains, Eastern Plains. See, I can already tell there are some problems with this map, in my opinion, because all I know is that these are plains and forests. Usually you need food and water to survive. And some maps in recent years have been making a difficulty section, and I feel like this map could definitely benefit from telling me where I'm going to see difficulty at. But alas, they don't. So, and of course, the first thing we want to do is we're going to gamma this for you guys, so you can see everything that I see, only brighter. So, we are in the plains. There's a whole lot of nothing on this map preloaded, which is fine. So it looks like Fiomia's Skylines. Skybox isn't too bad. Skybox isn't too bad. And just to show guys, we are, as you saw, we created a brand new character. So we're going through and finding out brand new everything here. So this is decorative grass, which tells me that I probably need a... I'm on my laptop, and I test a whole lot on it, but for gameplay, I never really think of doing some of the other stuff. Now, I saw... Okay, so that's a featherlight of some sort. Now, this is running Omega. And in the Omega Discord, some people talked about featherlights. What is this one? An Alpha Spiritual Featherlight. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, I ain't gonna lie. I do like that. One thing I'm not really keen on right now is I'm not seeing a way as a brand new Arc Bob on this map how we're going to, in this particular zone at least, get any kind of stone to start our common stuff. Without really venturing somewhere. And of course that has some risks in it, being that this is Ark. And the main risk is you venture out too far, you're not going to really know... Oh, hey, there we go. So, first concern after the spawns not being really labeled for difficulty has been resolved, in my opinion. And one thing I didn't show you guys last time we were showing this off is on the Arc Omega, if you hit F1, there is a whole lot of info as far as like a progression guide, getting started, calculators, all the cool stuff that you may want to know about the mod is built in. And that's a really cool thing that Hexenlord's done. And a lot of other modders are doing that these days, building some kind of way to figure out what are you doing and how you're playing and how you basically advancing it. So movement speed, we're going to grind that up some more. So, going to, hey, there's some thatch. I think, go to our Ingram's list. We have our stone pick, stone sickle. I don't know exactly which mod that's coming from, but I gotta say, I'll definitely learn that. Alright, so, and our hatchet, our spear. I got a feeling that we're going to want some clothing for where we're at. This is... So far, I know for 100% that we are on Brutal Arc, or not Brutal Arc, but on the Arc Omega. Beta Reflective, interesting. So the leveling we're probably going to tone down. Again, for the original kind of testing and stuff, we do usually have the settings cranked up a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go crafting. We are going to need some wood for either of those tools, but put some clothes on. We can be there. And that already speeds us up a little bit too. Alright, so other thing we're going to do here. we're going to presume, and we're probably going to regret the presumption, but we're going to presume that we're fairly safe around here so far. And the reason why we would probably regret that presumption, and it's just being directly honest, is because we're playing on a Dino Overhaul mod, like Arc Omega. We really can't say for certain what's going on. I do see some graphical issues. Oh, here's another Featherlight. Is this another spiritual one? A female Gorgon Featherlight. Okay, I don't know what Gorgon means in this game, but I do know what Gorgons are from from a fiction standpoint, and they are things that will look at you funny, and that will be the last thing that ever looks at you. So we're going to leave that alone. We're going to leave that a lot alone. We are just hitting a tree for thatch and hoping we'll get wood out of it. And it doesn't look like that is... Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mr. Stegosaur. Could you not? Oh. Unfortunately, we're about to die to Stego. An uncontrollable Stegosaurus. Now, see? This is what I was talking about. Alright, so we're going to respawn at a random location here. So, uncontrollable Stegosaurus. Oh, this map is giant. I mean, you can already tell that this thing is huge. Because look at this. I think maybe this is the direction we want to go. Hello. Are you friendly? Friendlies, alright. Alright, I don't know exactly what I feel about water, but I usually am glad to find it in Ark. Because we are going to need a source of water. Oh, this is decorative thatch. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate too. Oh, check out the really, like completely white turtle. A beta pearl carbonemys. Alright. So there's some wood, there's some thatch, we got some rocks. One thing we're really not getting over here at the moment is fiber. And you know, Turtle Club, we do see a whole host of bushes here. I don't know what 95% of everything that we should be terrified of is. Like, legitimately, there's a Shinehorn in front of us. And this Shinehorn looks like it's probably tall enough to ride. It's a stone Shinehorn. Look at that. This thing is ginormous. This is not a shoulder Shinehorn. Okay, those are horses. Oh, that is a Dilo. And that's the sound for darkness. Oh boy. Alright, so these are mole rats. Alpha teleporter roll rat. Well now. Ain't that something? Okay, we know something about roll rats. We know that we don't pick them up. And they will not have a problem with us. So and I do not know what that little explosion of air was. That's the one thing I kind of like enjoy about these big mods with these dinos, and I kind of don't. I like being surprised. I like exploring. I like discovery. Those things appeal to me, right? One thing I don't like though, and this is something that I sort of did bring up also in Hexen's Discord, is unfortunately there are some problems with dino mods like this. So if you look, right, there's a dodo. And dodo is pretty cool. And over here, here's a Triceratops. And that's pretty cool. And if you look, that's a turkey. Why is there a turkey? Okay, well, all I know about turkeys is from all the other events that have had turkeys in them, and we don't mess with turkeys. We have no desire at all to be fighting no turkeys. Alright. Huh. And I am noticing, I don't know if you guys are noticing or not. Actually, it looks like, yeah, it's on the stream. Is it? Trying to pick it out. I can't really see it on the stream replay, but I do see it on my monitor and my mirrored monitor and my other stuff. There's a big, huge vertical line going through the monitor. I don't know if that's a graphic setting. Let's just go check options real quick. 1280 by 720. Everything looks to be alright. I'm not sure why. I'll have to check that out for other games later, because that's really weird. Alright, so let's go back to crafting. Oh, we got some movement speed that we can get up. Alright, boom. Alright, crafting. One of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. Alright, so we want that there. That there. Put our pants on. We know putting our pants on makes McAdoo happy, so we'll do that for certain. And we'll put the shirt on until things are worse. So here's the essence. Here's some of these consumables we get from this game. Rage Soul. Ethereal Soul. Cosmic Soul. All these souls, and I have not a clue how we're getting them. Basic Essence. Okay. Interesting. So maybe some of these essences get harvested actually from things? Like, we harvest rock, we get basic essence, but it doesn't show up while we're harvesting. That's odd. Interesting. Alpha essence. Wow. So we do get essences while we harvest stuff. The question is... Is there a reason why we got the alpha essence? I don't know. I really don't. So, interesting. So we got stone for that. We're getting a truckload of berries. This is a nice little valley here. So, foundation. Alright, so I'm not currently in as an admin. I'm testing. I can't learn that. Alright, that's good. N+. We're going to learn the N+ thatch system. Thatch. No, not whatever I just spelled. Thatch. We're going to learn as a door, a wall, a ceiling. And we bubbled up again. So far so good here, Turtle Club. I do see that we are going to need to eat. I would really like an eat all button for berries. That'd be so super cool. Alright. Well, like an idiot, we're going to run to the noise, right? Oh, we're running a little bit on liquids. This coast isn't too bad. So I think there is grasses over there. Okay. So maybe we stay away from... Oh. And that is a Dilo. Okay, so Dilo and the aggressives. Either side's bad. Bad news bears for us. We're, Huh. Alright, so there's a Dilo also wreaking havoc with things. Did we learn how to make spears? We did. Oh, wow. Look at that Quetz. And there's some kind of explosions going there. Some kind of cluster bomb going over there. Oh my goodness. Alright, well... Whoa. Check out the dodo. It's a ghost dodo. Interesting. Interesting. Well, there's our answer about whether or not the ichthyes are here. So there's lots of fiber to be had from there. That carbine is kind of a little small. Reflective, okay. Alright, so that is definitely a dial of some sort. And we're just going to leave it there. Wish I could remember something about the turkeys other than they're not to be trifled with. Like, not to be trifled with is one thing, Turtle Club, but not to be trifled with and not aggressive, we can really work with that. Alright, so we're encumbered. We knew that was coming. Alright, in plus. We need 4 more wood. For that, we need to make one of these. And make one of those. I hope we don't get jumped. From a somewhat thinking with my brain noodle, we're going to up our encumbrance so we can move a bit more freely. And I want to say, like, this is probably not the worst place to build. Spiritual carbonima. Alright. Like, it looks... other than whatever that is, that's clearly invisible and possibly killing things. Alright. Added Guardian Souls and Alpha Essences. So I'm still not sure why I'm just getting those for, like, being alive. That was a very large explosion. Very large. Put this down here. And we're going to up our movement speed. Oh. Dear crickets and everything else that's wrong with the world today. Wow. Okay, so we're going to just drop all of our rocks. Game just straight up told me that we can't place a structure anywhere around here. And this is extremely rude. Like, I do not know why I can't place a structure here. Alright, so if I can't place that structure here, no clue what that was. Anybody else just see all that go down? Like my food and my water just went way away. There goes again. Ah! So now we're running away from a Nycthionis in the dark. This is not going to go well. We're probably going to be dead from this. Maybe not. Okay, well, whatever that is, we're dying from, clearly. Clearly. That was... Well, I know enough about Ark to know that that sound is not a friendly sound. So far we've had some sort of magical everything. Oh. Look at this so useless map that we have. Yeah, maybe the dialer will eat the Ovi. We need some thatch. That, we need some kind of trees. Hey, is this the little... Yeah, this is the little section we ran through the first time. I am actually very happy to see this. Holy Frito chili pies. Alright. I don't know what's on the other end of this tunnel area, but we still can't place structures here. Okay. And we need stone to repair the... Alright, we can do that though. Eventually. Alright, can we make a regular foundation? We know we still need some thatch. So my reasoning here, my thought process, my brain at the moment is thinking maybe N plus is broken. I don't know why, but it's a possibility, right? It's something that we have to at least explore. Alright, so to answer that question, N plus is not broken. This map seriously is not letting us build. And I really, really, really don't get it. I mean... Wow, we're gonna die of dehydration. Oh, there is... That's either a drop or our corpse. And honestly, Looks like it's probably a drop. Oh, but it's right beside that rock. Oh my gosh. So this is our corpse. And that could be that very ornery Stegosaurus that greeted us to the New World. Or that one could be. I don't know which. I don't. I do know this, though. The fact that we can't place structures down. I mean, this is a really interesting map so far. I mean, it really is. I wish I wasn't stuck between two possible Stegosauruses. Wish I also wasn't over encumbered. Dehydrated. And then hydrated. It's clearly getting the hydration from the berries. Hey, Ballin! How's it going? I'm streaming in a very weird setup today. So if I don't respond immediately to things on the chat, my apologies. It's at like a 90-degree angle from my head because I had to use my laptop in a rush. So, alright, well, so I'm trying to think if there's anything like worth it on that quartz. And honestly, I don't know. I do know right now as far as worth goes, randomly woke up. Oh, you know, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. It was a little less randomly the other day. We had a really, really bad storm blow through our little area. And I mean, it was real bad. Like thunder, lightning, shaking the windows, the whole 9 yards. We usually don't get them that bad here in Georgia, but it was like some Oklahoma level storm stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh. Alright, we drop that, we can drop that. So I guess for now, we're going to travel west. But yeah, it woke me up right on the middle of my nap. And it's, you know, I nap at night. Usually on my days off, the first 2 days off, I nap and spend some time to take a nap. Cuddle naps are kind of the best naps, you know. But as far as that goes, it's like right in the middle of the night, we both got just bam. Extreme drought. Oh my gosh. 2 months of 100. Oh. It's been miserable here in Georgia too. I mean, you know, people go, "Oh, we really needed the rain." It's absolutely where we were for this. We 1,000% needed the rain that we got, but it was one of those things like we needed it, and then we still could use it, and then it was all right. And then yesterday it was like flash flood warnings, and we're like, okay, we're over it now. But yeah, the whole entire East Coast is kind of getting hit with a lot of rain now. Like my father-in-law has been in kind of a similar warning. Okay. Oh, so these are real trees with real wood. When they're ginormous like this, it's really hard to tell sometimes. Alright, so here we go. Dimensional dumpster. See, I don't need all this kind of stuff. But, you know, I know people that like it, so. Alright, so we got wood foundation, wood walls, wood ceilings, wood door frame, wood door. So we can make some wood stuff, maybe. Let's make a wood foundation and see if we can place it. Oh yeah, there you go. See, that's one thing that Digret and I have been talking a lot about too, is solar. Like the room that I'm in right now, I got the lights off, I got my streaming equipment on, and it's like 78 in this room, which isn't horrible, but it's definitely not what I call comfortable. But it's one of those things, right? We have a priority list of things that we're getting good for our house, and getting the AC good to go for this house is lower on the priorities. This thing's cool looking. Look at that. Teleporter tech. Oh, that's cool. Do I have any berries to eat again? It's like if I start running, I get dehydrated. And if I stop running, I rehydrate. It's the weirdest thing. Mythical Soul. See, I don't get the system there. Yeah, we, oh, that is not a good sound. What is that sound? This is not the first time I've heard that sound. Okay, well, I guess we'll not know what that sound was. Hey, look, we have some actual stuff on the map there. So let's try Southern Plains and see if we can just get to crafting a anything and actually be able to build down the foundation. Because the lack of ability to build and get a full station is really annoying. '78's comfy. I don't think I could get comfy in '78. But I'm a big dude, and so heat kind of same thing happened again. What is that noise? I think that's like a freezing AoE that thing just did. I think, yeah, and our food and water didn't drain this time, so I think the first time we saw our food and water drain on that, it was just unfortunate timing. Whatever that was. Alright, so also, why our map's not recording is beyond me. I have to check that out. I'm going to do some Mortal Kombat against this tree here, and hopefully we get some wood out of it. There we go. Crafting. It all starts with the pickaxe, yo. See, Digrat lost a whole lot of weight a long time ago. And okay. Yeah. So far something has made like a glacier appear, and then that was a meteor that just fell from the sky. I don't know how I fight against any of that. Especially with my little stick. I do know I need some fiber. And for fiber, I need some stone. But yeah, when Digrat lost all of her weight, she just got super cold. So like anything below 73 in the house is like a no-go zone for two reasons. One, she gets cold. And ideally that's kind of like the super important reason is, hey, if you're not comfortable in your home, then that's not good, right? Oh. Well, that's a whole lot of nope over there too. Okay. Wow. But the other reason is anything colder than like 74 in this house. Okay. I don't know if the horse was making those explosions or the thing. Oh, that was an Andre the Giant moment. That thing didn't have to miss. Wow. It is after me though. Wow. Okay. I need some wood. This thing is not going to forget about me. Oh wait, maybe it does. Maybe it does. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, McAdoo! How's it going? Oh, wow. At least you get to go on a cruise, though. Something Digrat and I keep, like, toying with the idea about. But then, you know, life. Alright, so... I think we start working on melee damage at the moment. So we still can't build anything here. So I am really, really not sure what's going on with this. I'm doing good, McAdoo. I'm testing some things. Whoa, 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 whoa. What, the bananas? Hello. Might I interest you in a dodo? No? Okay. Okay. You don't want to eat dodo. That's fine. Are you sure? It's an awfully rare food. Wow. What are you? Ultimate knockback? Oh. Oh, okay. I think I'm dead? Nope. Not dead. But now being chased by that thing plus that thing. Alright, well. So, to review, we still can't place anything. We're just about dead. I'm about ready to call this map a bust. Oh no, I didn't mean to eat those white berries. Those white berries are not healthy for me. Glad you had a good time. Glad you had a good time. You know, it's the idea that Digger and I are having about a cruise is going somewhere where we've never been before. So ideally to a country, but one that we feel comfortable where we'd be able to discuss things with people and not have to worry about whether or not they speak our language. So certain cruises, you know, kind of like, oh well, there's not much you can do there. other than like a transatlantic kind of voyage, and those are long. And that in and of itself isn't a problem. It's just the work thing, right? The office may not want me gone forever. Okay. So that's an Ichthyornis. The last time we got near the water, a piranha flew out of it to come and greet us. Alright. That's a whole lot of like bad life choices on that side of the water. Like I'm thankful. Like when you want to ask me what I'm thankful for like Thanksgiving, the fact that they're on that side of the water is definitely on that list. That ghost dodo probably has the right idea. No clue what it's being chased by. Oh, this is cool. Oh! Oh! Video is a bit off. Not clear like it is normally. Okay. Odd. I've not been. I had one little issue off this laptop, and pretty sure that's been resolved. So let's go Northern Desert. This should be really horrible. Bit like it could also be the map. May have a higher gamma. You know, I bet you I know what it is that my laptop is on warm mode and overnight mode, and so that puts a little tinge to the whole monitor as well. And I think that's picking up on the capture software. All right, so either we can build structures here, or we can't. And I don't know what's forcing that. Cayman Islands speak English, British Island. Hey, I've heard the Caymans are a great trip, providing you stay like with the group, if that makes any sense. Like, sort of like going to Cozumel or something similar, right? All we want to be able to do is make a foundation and be able to use that foundation. You know, I was really convinced that the desert was going to kill us, and it's looking like with the cruiser just there for a few hours and not back on. Yeah, that's the other thing. That kind of prevents us from like just jumping on it. We need to basically determine if either of us gets seasick. It did not get all the updates I could do on Arc, which is the reason why I'm not using it. Hey, how about that? It's another one of those ice things that we've been terrified of. So we need flint and stone. Looks like we can get both right over here. Yeah, I'm in a really weird setup right now too. I got like a small mini desk beside my big desk, with my laptop right beside it, with an HDMI cable out going into an input nearby, the Nintendo Switch. It's all sorts of just daisy chained, but it works. It works. so we got all of that together. Make one of these. Fiber's going to be our biggie. Because I am not seeing a whole lot of any kind of vegetation around here. It's still watchable. Well, that's good. That's good. It won't be a huge problem tomorrow for the rest of the week, really, because we only stream Arc on Sundays. And I've been, well, that is definitely something that will kill us in the desert. That is a velo. Alright. Baha says, tell Mag is sleepy hello. Well, hello, Baha. That sounds like one of those, like, roll over and see the missus is not in the bed and go, like, I need to go check on her type of situations. Alright, now I need to run as if my life depended upon it, because it did. Alright, so what can we craft foundation-wise? There we go. Okay, we can't place a structure here either. So there's a problem. There is a problem. And you know, I'm not 100% sure what the problem is. Because we've built this. Huh. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. I think it's my own fault. We're going to exit the main menu, which is unfortunate. So there is an option that you have in Arc to prevent players from being able to build in specific areas. And alright, we're telling this to reboot. We should not see this map in a second. There we go. I think that's what's going on. So basically when you build the map as an Arc developer, you get the option to set certain places as resource rich, or resource sparse, or just resources, right? And it's like a painting tool. I mean, it's really kind of simple with the way it's set up. Now, if you are a very experienced modder and a very experienced map dev, you will basically use it sparingly like that. You'll set up certain specific areas as being just lush. And those places are usually out of the way, not exactly easy to get to. And on certain public servers, especially like the official servers, right? Those get to be a very intense place to fight over resources. And I think this whole map's been set up to be like that. I think the person doing it, because we've been able to get a pretty good amount of anything we come across, and the drop rate has been extremely impressive, which makes me feel like it's maybe been pushed. This is why we test, because of things like this. And so that's what I'm thinking. And normally I turn that setting on because I want players to be able to get certain things and to not have to worry about those kind of things. But lo and behold, if the person making the map says it's all like that, then turning that setting on is not going to work for anything for us, which is super unfortunate. because that means in the few places on this server where they've actually built it like that, to where it's just really overcrowded, if we were to have less than desirable people in our community, they would simply build wherever they wanted to build, and usually what it winds up becoming in that kind of situation is just a very huge, large, enclosed encampment. While we're waiting for that server to reboot, though, what we can do is I can show you just a little bit of what we've done on the other server. And it will take it a little bit to load up. And I wish I could blame this on being a lower powered system. This is just Ark being Ark. I mean, this is a very tiny map. It's a very low mod load. I mean, for Ark, you know, usually Ark's got some pretty impressive sizes for mods. But, like, the biggest thing on this is probably the map itself. And it's, like, half the size of all the mods. Like the map we were just playing on, just for comparison, it's a 2 gigabyte map. This map's only 775 meg. So it doesn't take too long for it to load in the grand scheme of things. It's not Dodo Island, but yeah. And since this is the map that we're like actively building, what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to go in here in creative mode for a bit while we're waiting for that other server to finish rebooting, and then we'll switch over. Looks like that other server is about 45-50%. So we'll show off some stuff and then we'll switch over. We were looking at doing this at the end of the stream, but hey, when we test, we find things that we have to take care of. But yeah, I really don't know entirely what's the issue with this one. With any of them, to be honest, because this computer here, it's a laptop, so let's get that out of the way. It is a gaming laptop, though. It is an i7, 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a GTX 1660 card, TI model. I mean, it's basically, yeah. Oh yeah, Gig stuff's amazing. Gig's been, between his modeling and his actual music, it's gonna be really awesome to see what Gig finishes. And that's just the best way I can say it, I think, because Gig is a very creative guy. But you can tell, number one, he's just Gig, right? He's one person doing a large project. And two, he tends to focus on the music, and focus on the modeling, then focus on the music, and then focus on the modeling. And so he's got a similar issue that I've got, right? To where shiny squirrel syndrome. What do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? Where do I go now? And I have a lot of really cool things, but nothing that's a complete thing. Team dinos can make life easier. Yes. You know what else can make things easier? Being able to place structures on the ground. So I think when I logged out of this character, I had them logged out nearby the maze that I'm building. So a long time ago. Yes, I have checked out his channel. Looked at some of his stuff that he's gone on there. He's posted in our Discord, and I'm actually subscribed to it, I believe. I want to say, if not my main channel account, I know my personal account subscribed to it. Just about in here. Thankfully, once we get logged in onto this map, getting over to the other map won't be that difficult because we can just slide transfer. Oh, it's never good when you see a snapshot. Okay, here we go. Supposed to be considered an admin, and it doesn't have me as an admin. Alright. So, time-honored tradition. We're going to sneak this down for a second. That should do it. And we are completely getting bugged out. I can already tell. Actually, we've had some really horrible heat, and the tomato plant died. And that's unfortunate the way it is. Alright. So, if you recall, everybody, what I'm probably going to do, give me just 1 second here, options, music volume, apply. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about the music all the time. We can still hear me hit and swim and all that. But yeah, so this right here is the event map. There is going to be a massive maze which will have many rooms in it. And you can see already that I've got some stuff building out as far as the walls will be coded based upon area of the maze. I've been playing with double walling and with the materials to see how we can make things happen. So that's kind of cool in and of itself, but that is a very long time coming. There are, in this area, we still have a biome here that we're going to make and make sure that we have all good to go. We have a minor biome that we're going to put out here around this area. And remember, this is going to be the harder map. We did try a potted one. It's just that when the temperatures got to like almost triple digits and the plant itself was a young plant, it just really, it just really wasn't prepared for it. It really wasn't, unfortunately. It did grow a considerable size, but not really unexpected though. A friend of ours in Oklahoma has had tomato plants for years, and he lost half his plants this year from the heat. So it's just been really miserable. So another little mini biome that we'll have set up here. And since we're flying around, that's where we're getting all this herky-jerkiness at. So we're going to turn on Leave Me Alone. And then we're going to go Cheat and Infinite Stats false. And that should engage the next part. We'll see what happens. So, just to fly up real quick, over here there is two areas. If you look at the map, it's the north area and the south area on this map, and they have been customized to where they are going to have some pretty good stuff. Nothing can get out of this area. You can even see it says don't build in this area, not finished. Everything seems to be okay. Nothing seems to be the problem right away. But creative mode. Alright, so we're gonna have to drop some stuff real quick. What is, here we go. Drop that, drop that, drop that. We want to drop all this before we go to the other server anyways. And what else we got on here that's super heavy? Oh, those. Alright. So that looks to be good too. And I forget what the command is. So, 1 second. And it looks like I don't have the history on this one because I wasn't testing that specifically over here either. So I'm going to go out this door real quick. And we're going to Google. Yeah, so that's the other thing McAdoo is we actually had them on our porch underneath the shade area to where they got mostly indirect sun. And it still was just bad. Let's see here. Cheat, enemy, invisible, false. Cheat, infinite stats, false. Cheat. I think that's all we need. But yeah, I mean, it was just really, really, yeah. Okay, you too. Thanks for hanging out, Bala. Really appreciate it. So, this is really weird. It's not working the way it should work. That might be the last one I need. Because Leave Me Alone turns on like a lot of things. There we go. It's just I wasn't hitting the right barrier. So this area is radioactive. Both these areas are radioactive. Now they are oops. Okay. Cheat, leave me alone. Cheat, infinite stats, true. Cheat God, true. Cheat. What's the other one? been a long time since I've had to actually like type into chat. And oh well. So maybe that does it. Nope. Okay. Maybe it's creative mode. They'll just turn it on then for us. Oh. Cheat. Give creative mode. There we go. So, a couple things about this little area is there are some, like I said, some really good things here. There are some really not so good things around here. Basically, these two areas are very similar in how aberration and how extinction's laid out. And the way that's done is through the simple spawner system. And we have seekers, as the system showed. We also have basilisk. We have a city terminal back here. And you can build in some of these areas. Finding out where those ranges are and where those limits are is going to be part of up to players if they want to be in this area. But there's megalo eggs and basilisk eggs and all sorts of things, and they're actually at the level you would expect them to be. So that's super important there. And they're actually over here in this little public building area for any kind of enclosures, dino pens, whatever you want to build for keeping your dinos safe. It's not a bad area to have because nothing's going to be able to come to this area except for players. And so, and again, this is going to be 15 people max on the server. So there's enough space for everybody, in my opinion, to kind of build where they need to build and get what they need to get here. Most of their actual resources will be outside. But then there's this area here. And it too, once you pass this admin sign, will start coming into radioactivity. Now, in this particular one, everything that you need to be able to ward off radioaction is here. I mean, look, you have all of the possible mushrooms you can need for the mushroom soup. You have cactus sap from cactus trees, which will help you with the water needed, but then these trees here also produce sap, real sap, the kind you need to be able to get. And then you need also the gas. So you can put a gas collector down there. So all the things that you need to be able to go into the radioactivity areas are here. And you look, there's a glowtail egg. I mean, there's all sorts of things around this area. So that's the little preview for this little stretch here. You'll notice there's artifacts. There is a possibility of a single artifact spawning in each of these areas. There will be other places that you can get artifacts from. And in the middle, if you'll notice, there is a charge station there. And in the middle over here, also a charge station. And the radioactive zone does stretch for a considerable height. So don't just think you can like fly in and be okay, because that won't be the case. The water pits over here, not going to go into super detail. How many gigabits are going to be needed to play? You only got 150 a month at the moment. The mod load itself is just under, if you take all 3 maps, it's under 4 gig. But Arc itself is a beast. And that's, you know, you have all of the maps you have to download for Arc these days, plus Arc Prime. All of the DLC maps you have to download to be able to play on half the maps these days even, because of the way they require it. So I want to say, for me to be able to actually install and upgrade Arc and all that, let me just do this real quick. Boom. And then go here to Windows, Storage, Steam, and Apps, Common, Arc, Properties. This will give you an idea of how big it is to just install Arc and actually just play on it these days. Because it is ginormous. And that's just... I wish it was... I wish it wasn't. I really do. I really do. But I want to say it was nearly like 200 gig for me to download, install, and set everything up. But that's... with gaming on computer these days, that's a large part of the problem for some people. Oh, there we go. So my whole entire ARC folder is 440 gig. And that's mostly just the mods that I'm playing on various other maps. But yeah. So into the water we go. So one of these pools, I'm not going to show off all the resources, but as you can see, there is a squid in here. Some of these nice little piranhas. One of those nice little jellyfish. We got some nice little crabs here. And we've tested. They're not going to be able to fly all the way out of here. So if you can figure out a way to tame them underneath the water, absolutely have at it. This water's a little bit more dangerous, but it is the best place to get some oil on this server. On this particular map at least. And then here, and all these dinos and all these pins, everyone, they are tameable if they can be normally tamed. And here, I mean, if you look, crystal, elemental dust, electronics, I mean, everything that you want on the server, pretty much just everywhere on here. Alright, so this thing's massive. Thankfully, it doesn't take too long to load. And I've been building most of this on my lower powered laptop to make sure it's going to work. Alright, and go to the obelisk because the other map should be good to go now. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, well that's good. If you've already got them downloaded on your computer, then there shouldn't be a huge problem then. The only issue that you would have is if any updates happen on those maps, then that could be a problem. Because it would have to have, you know... But older maps don't get updated anywhere near as often as they used to. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but most of the devs have moved on to Arc 2. And like Zenrao, I think he's the only dev that's still working on Arc 1. And he's just doing break issues. So like if something's broken, he's going to fix that. And it's got to be like badly broken and affecting everybody all the time. Which is kind of the unfortunate side of it. Because like right now in Arc, there is a known problem, and that's when your server or your single player game tries to save, when you exit the program, there is a chance, and it's not a guaranteed chance, but there is a chance that your file will get wiped. And it's happening on everything, even Nintendo Switch, which is, yeah. I don't believe it's actually happening. I take that back. I don't believe it's happening on the mobile version, which is weird. But yeah. So we're going back to Anzah. We toggled that one setting. We let it reboot. So we should be good there. We do have, speaking of plants though, McAdoo, we do have some cucumbers that are growing. Would you like to overwrite it? No, we don't want to overwrite that one. Alright, so here we are. Back in the desert. Alright, so that's what's causing the problem. So we need to quickly eat us some berries and safely eat us some berries. Also, point of fortitude. Point of fortitude will do us a world of good. Eat all these. Eat those. Again, carefully, because the narco berries are right next to them, and we don't want anything to like give us a problem with those. Is this a N plus? Excellent, excellent. So we're gonna place this non-N plus. So I'm so glad that was the problem. We're gonna demolish this. Grab crafting. We're gonna make this an N plus one of those. Alright, and alright, so what do we need for foundations? We need wood. We need all of the wood, so that's not too bad. It looks like it's already cooling down a little bit in the shade, so that's good. The island, yeah, like I said, it doesn't tend to get updated anywhere near as much as the other games. Alright. And that was before, right? Insulates the inside from the outside. I feel like we need like our foundations can be thatch, because it's really where we need to kind of get going, right? Need more thatch. Oh, that's the velo that we logged off and saw. Oh my gosh. It's running on empty. Give us more thatch, please. We just need one more wall, or one more of these. Well, you know, it's really weird, because they have been fixing some things. I mean, because that's just kind of the way the game gets played, right? Obstructed foundation, that's fine. We will pick this wall up. We will put this foundation down. We will pick these up. And we can pick up anything that we lay down. Maybe game it down a bit. With the sun blaring, we can go down to 2, but we don't really want to go down too much lower because once it gets dark out, nobody will be able to see. Oh, is that a thorny dragon? Oh, that is. That is. We are in a desert. And if we had any debate about that, that debate is now gone. Do we have enough to put on a shirt, maybe? Nope, we need more fiber. We're going to up our fortitude again. That is a giant... I didn't even realize it earlier. That's a giant skeleton. Holy Frito chili pie. That's one of those titans. Alright. So it looks like the Velo has decided to go that direction for now. And we are perfectly fine with that. Get all the fiber we can. Yeah, light bloom, light shafts, basically anything that makes the graphics look a little bit more quote-unquote realistic. We got those turned on. Alright, just eat all that up. And where is our choke point? Wood, because always wood. Though, I do have to admit, though, I am super glad that we figured out what the problem was with the building. Because I was getting way beyond angry with myself for that. One thing I'm not seeing a lot in the desert, makes it hard to see. I still don't know how we're getting the souls and the essences, other than the fact that we're getting some just for being us. And that's fine. I don't mind being special in some ways. Alright, N plus, 4 walls. I still don't know why it's not marking on the map. Hey, Sally! Oh yeah, we managed to get a couple cucumber plants. They're growing. They like a lot warmer weather than the tomatoes do, apparently. And so that's kind of one of the reasons why we sort of pivoted to it. And Deergrat likes cucumbers, so no problem with that at all. So now we need to see standing in plus standing torch. Doesn't require fuel. That's what I figured would happen. And I saw something about water. Unstable water. What is this? Oh. Oh. Okay. That's an interesting little tidbit. Okay. All right, so we have a little thing here. As soon as we get off the property and get to the fire, it definitely gets warm. If we could see in the dark, you grab it. Yeah, tomatoes. Tomatoes were different. First try. We did try wild green onions, quote unquote, right? We got some organic ones from the store. We used them as we wanted to, and then we planted the remains in a bucket, and they've been growing pretty good for a container plant. So definitely happy with that. Can I actually make a real torch? Oh wow. I don't know what causes that, but my mouse and its wonderful programmable buttons have decided to switch themselves all sorts of rounds. So, yeah. So at some point, I'm gonna have to kill something. Like, and I don't know. I don't know with our current tech what we managed to kill, if anything. Hmm. Cherry and patio tomatoes are more forgiving in like pots. Yeah, I'm not sure which specific plant tomato we tried to go for, but it it definitely was not our. It wasn't a successful moment. That's the best way to say it. It looked like it was a bush in the darkness, so we're gonna hopefully not die. So that is Velo. Okay, Velos are not aggressive to structures. Um, I don't remember what the tomato plants are. I don't even know if I knew what they were. Some more berries. Some more berries. Let's see. Nope. So there's definitely something for water with the unstable water. I wonder if there's anything else. Starter block. Interesting. So the unstable water takes unstable souls, which I don't know if we have any of those even. sedative and other things. And plus item collector. Oh, that's neat. That's got to be some of the Omega stuff. Now, how are you going to have Alpha... That's strange. Very strange. Alright, so... Oh, I'm not in first person view. Okay. So that Velo wandered off that direction, we think? Leaf lettuce as well. Yes. Our neighbor has a whole lot of that stuff that they're growing. Problem that we kind of ran into is... one, we really didn't know how well the climate was. And our neighbor was not available to discuss with. Unfortunately, her husband had passed away, and so she's been handling his estate. Things that, you have to handle when things like that happen. And so she's had to go to New York a couple times for that. But we've been able to tend to her garden for her, and she's let us harvest a lot of it. Now, we both have fig trees, which are growing like champions. Not sure when we really need to harvest those, but I know that we do need to harvest those. Man, I hear things harvesting. There we go. More berries. Oh yeah. Well, at one point it was her and him growing things, and then after he passed, she just had more food growing than what she herself can consume. So it was beneficial for both parties. And once our stuff starts actually, I can see that Velo over there. And I'm concerned for two reasons. One, it hasn't attacked me. And two, I just don't know. We do have another level up though. Alright. Oh, I think we like to go to 20 fortitude. So we're going to keep going for that. I know out... Oh. So that's the sound of the thorny dragon I just heard. Yep, sure enough. So he's wandered all the way down here. Alright. So... we're going to see if I can wind up not getting ourselves killed here. Wood. Alright, crafting. All we can make is one? Because we just, oh my gosh, the wood is just so real. Alright, and we can't even make a ceiling because we need one more? Oh. Oh, it's starting to get daylight. Okay. think I heard a dodo. If I heard a dodo, I'm going to be hunting that thing down because we need the leather. Yeah, we definitely went over that material, and that's how we've been doing it with several plants. Is watering once in the morning and once in the evening. However, my sister, she actually works for a nursery, and with the way the weather's been lately, and with the sun kind of beating down, the one thing that we did run into toward the end was that the tomato plant was blistering, and she said that that was probably due to us watering it in the morning, and the water on the leaves kind of like boiling throughout the day. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but her job is to grow plants, and so I kind of trust that. Oh, look at that sky. The skybox on this map is just amazing. But yeah, and we have a solid fertilizer that we've been using, and we also have a burn pile where we burn off of a lot of our extra stuff. Hey, the sun is definitely starting to come up. I'm not sure I'm too keen on all this journey we gotta make. But yeah. But yeah, Digrat's really been kind of into the lawn care and the gardening too. She's joined a couple of actual groups. We have so many different unidentified plants that we've been able to identify between taking photos of it and telling our phones to, hey, what is this? And on top of that, there's been just a wealth of knowledge through several gardening groups that she's a part of. Okay, I know I didn't produce that. That's the Volanosaur, alright. Anything wood structure we can make. Alright, we can make us a door. And one of those. And then we're out of material again. We're here making Mag's little house on the prairie at this point. And now that it's daylight, we have a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit of tech to go fighting some stuff. Did we use the last of our wood? I think we do. Because we really need hide. I don't know how we get that. Right away, at least. Yeah, I think it's between some of my watering and Digret's watering, and the fact that just nature Has been super humid, and so like in the morning it would be covered in dew some mornings. I just don't think the tomato plants had a super huge chance at it. One thing that we have been doing, um, something that I had read up on, was ice and just dropping that in the bed of the plants. Okay, that is a terrifying looking camel. Oh my gosh. Looks like it's covered in oil. So that's another thorny dragon. Chives and herbs can also be grown indoors most of the year. Yeah, I'm not sure where we're going with indoor growing at the moment. If we're even going to deal with it, because there's a lot about the house that's still not final. Ice may have been too cold for the tomatoes, maybe. We actually weren't using ice for the tomatoes. We've been using them for the cucumbers, and they have been growing like weeds. It's been amazing. The cucumber plant managed to grow to the height of the tomato plant, and within like a quarter of the time, it's been fairly impressive. All right, so let's eat these berries. Craft. Actually, let's do this. So we just need to find anything. Ah, anything. Now, are these? It's more thatch and more wood. See, oh, is that a cactus plant? Oh, cactus plants are going to be super helpful. I think we want to use the pickaxe to get the meat out of it. Cactus sap. Heard about the app? Yeah, I had never used it, but Digrat. It's actually not even an app on our iPhones. Digrat discovered that if you just take a picture of something, you have the option to just say, "Hey, what is this?" And lo and behold, it tells you what it is. And I think this is kind of wild. You know, our water's actually doing pretty good still. That we live in a world with technology to where I can take a photo of something, and the item that I use to procure the photo with will tell me what it is. It's not quite to Pokédex levels, right? Thorny dragon, Velo. Hi. A water Moraltops. I don't know what that means. And that's fine. All the wood. Your cell is too old for that. Oh, no worries. You know, our cells used to be pretty low tech for a very long time. Thatch. Cactus sap. Like, it seems like I'm actually gaining water just for hitting this cactus. Which I'm okay with that. I have no problems with that. So, we still need all of the wood in the world. And almost a 20 fortitude. Means you can get water from it, I believe. Yeah, I think that's how they work, but it's been so long since I've played Scorched Earth. Now we just need a little bit more wood. And I don't know what's got that thing in its hizzy. I'm betting it's the thorny. I'm hoping it's the thorny. But we are going to have to, like... What is the mod for the dinos? We are using Arc Omega. It's actually a very small dino mod. Hexenlord is the creator of it, and it's super amazing. It has all sorts of interesting little dinos, a whole tiering system very similar to how Primal Arc plays out, but unlike Primal Arc, there's a couple of bonuses to it. Some really cool gear. Some of it, myself personally, as well as other people, believe it's a little overpowered. And like there's a boat. I need to make one more. That's super. Go down to Gamma 1. Oh my gosh, that was just way too much. But it's a ridiculously statted boat. But he's working on certain things like balancing and all that. But there is different kind of clothing you can get in the game. It plays out. Oh, no, Mr. Thorny Dragon, Mr. Thorny Dragon. That's your food. Go chase your food. Go chase your food. Not me. Alright. But there's some different types of gear you can get, some different kinds of weapons you can get. And it's built to not require taming, and that's kind of the really neat, interesting thing for it. Boy, I don't think we can stay on Gamma 1. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I need to have a wall because that inventory menu is just way too dark. But yeah, there's, hey, Pelik! Your first exposure to this map. Me too. I have not played on this map before this at all. And it is quite interesting. Quite interesting. Oh, there's definitely the OP dinos in here. It's just, with the way we have it set up, getting to the overpowered dinos is going to require a lot of effort. And I'm a firm believer if you get to a lot of effort, then yeah, you should get some overpowered stuff. You shouldn't make the game super easy. But yeah, it's so far the map's pretty cool, Pelik. I gotta admit, this is actually not the new Bob area. This is actually a desert biome, kind of toward the north part of the map, and I've been sort of like staying in my little lane, and nothing's really come after me yet. So I'm 1,000% okay with this. But boy, there has been a nightmare assortment of things that I look at and I go, I have no clue what that is. All I know is that it has a business side and a non-business side, and I need to be on the non-business side of it at all times. Still wood. Alright. But we can go ahead and start going there. We did find something about this particular map. This map is actually pretty horrible for one particular setting, and that is the prevent building in rich resource area. All of the starter areas on this map, at least all the starter areas on this map, are considered rich resources. So when we started playing, we had to actually take a moment out to turn off that setting, reboot the server, and we went onto the event server to show some things off. And it was interesting. Actually, are you talking about the God mode or Leave Me Alone? Because Leave Me Alone is actually a combo, and I can turn that off, actually. And I don't have it active right now. I'm pretty certain that cheat, fly. Yeah, I'm currently not in admin something. Yeah, that was annoying. It was irritating. Yeah, I'm not in God mode. I'm not in admin mode. When you transfer from server to server, it automatically turns that stuff off. Thankfully. I've just been really, really lucky. I think part of it is. Oh yeah, people not reading the documents on what their mods are before they start playing annoy me to no end. It's all good, Pelic. As far as the mutant, I mute myself sometimes. Yeah, maybe Arc 2 will do some more user-friendly stuff like that. Alright, so I've got a whole lot of stone. That won't do me any good at the moment, but you know what I can do? Storage. Yes. Storage. And of course, we need wood. And it's starting to get dark again, so we're going to go Gamma 3. Really digging that primitive sickle. Yeah! I think that's... I'm 99.9% sure that that's out of Hexen's mod. And I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Like, I am 1,000 times behind that. Crafting, storage. But yeah, combinations of them are definitely not a good idea. Pelic, as you may or may not know, Turtle Club is one of the support staff for ArcServers.io, who graciously sponsor this stream and the server that we're on. And I help them with support because I get bored while I'm working. And the number of people that watch somebody like myself who are on YouTube and see them throw together a truckload, and I mean that in the most polite way possible, a whole dumpster fire is probably the better way to say it. And they'll come on and watch a YouTuber load up a really disgusting mod load and not realize that YouTuber is not actually playing on a server with real people, but they're playing by themselves, and they're not really playing on a server, but they're playing on a computer that is just souped up. And it's silly. It really is. Hey, that's right. Hydrate your body. Let's just get some of that hydration going. And these aren't really annoying to have in the inventory because they're super lightweight, but they could cause a slot capping, and so I don't want to do that. And let's grab that back because we do need some stone to repair our tools. Yeah, oh yeah, restarting, dino wiping every hour, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Things that you don't really, do on a live environment. But if you're recording and you can edit it and fix it all in post, why not? Pug should be combined with anything. Yeah, Pug. So Eternal and Pugnacia both will change the player pawn, and so that's a huge issue, especially for things like Timmy Carbine's Auto Rewards and various other mods out there. Yeah, absolutely. I wish some people would like say, hey, this is not really a server. This is a solo build on my PC that has like an i7 or like a Ryzen. Here's a Ryzen with 64 gig of RAM, and I'm gonna play Ark on this. Yeah. Oh, well, you're far too kind, colleague. I just like it as something to do with my time when I'm waiting for things to blow up at work. I'm just glad that most of the people over there are up at the hours that I'm awake. Okay. That was an explosion. And looks like it's not nearby us, so we're good for now. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember like the first few YouTubers that were streaming Extinction. I had a couple of test servers at one point. Oh no, that looked like it was my base being destroyed by something. But no, it was just the light flickering. Okay. I had a test server at one point. I had one for 7 Days to Die, and I had one for Ark. And 7 Days to Die, I really, really just wish Mad Mole and Company would fix a lot of things. But I did have a test Ark server for... Oh, Titan Boa got us. A Siren Titan Boa. Ah. So I'm going to stick in the northern desert. And the reason why is because I know that that's a snake. And I know most snakes I can kill with a long enough stick. But I have to have several long sticks. Hey dude, that's my house. Alright. We need wood. We have a snake chasing us, and we have run out of spears. This is not a good sign. Well, with that thing being called a siren, though, Pellic, I'm of the opinion that it may have... Oh. Oh, no. Ah. Oh, step up or step back. Yeah, I was reading that about the snake, but yeah. The Fun Pips, TFP, Oh, I have no clue where I'm at versus where I want to be. I'm guessing this direction. We have guessed poorly. So we're going to just let these things... Oh! Yeah, we're dead to that. Alpha Controller Titan Boa. Shiny Doed. Yeah, lots of okay. Whoa! Okay. I've never been that terrified of a bug before. A wind Titanomira. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright. Oh. A structure. Not my structure, but a structure. Oh my goodness. Well. Yeah. Getting closer to daylight. That was water. That was water. Okay. This is a corpse of mine? Unfortunately, not the corpse I was looking for. So, yeah. We will eventually find our house. Okay, that's the two snakes. That were fighting the Doeds. I don't quite remember what killed me here. Oh, I think I remember now, Turtle Club. It was the giant explosions out of nowhere that killed me here. Yeah. Oh. That's a whole lot of nothing useful. If I can... Oh, I'm so close to getting, like, lucky here. Wood, alright. Okay. What am I missing? What am I missing? Thatch. Alright. Melee damage. It wasn't melee damage, it was weight. Alright. More thatch. Crafting. Oh. The Hunted is kind of like, it's, if I remember, it's like kind of like the Take Brutal Arcs on. It sort of does like the Purge thing, but it's got a totally different take on it. Okay, I got 6 minutes to find a rock. Clearly, I can find a rock in 6 minutes. Give me some flint. Give me some flint, please. Awesome. Oh, there we go, Turtle Club. Look at that. It's some hide. We are so close to having a real boy house now. Dude, I play games with created and neat one. Oh, okay. I'll just popcorn all these out. So the beam will go away. Oh, we have hide now. Alright, so now a warp bow? So this is the kind of craziness that happens with Omega. Now, you need cosmic souls. I could not tell you what a cosmic soul is. But I can tell you this much. I'm going to want to hunt some. Now I want a bed. I want a bed like nobody's business. Alright. Horde, that's it. Oh, okay. Changes how arcs played. Yeah, I like games that change how Arc is played on some levels, right? What are you? Are you aggressive? A fairy Doedicurus. That's the kind of thing that makes me think that we just saw something crazy rare, and I'll never see another one again the whole entire time the stream happens. Like, for real, Turtle Club, like, things don't get called like fairy or mythic or that kind of stuff, right? Unless it's like, oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, don't mind if I do. Oh, what? Necromancer. Terrified, y'all. I am... Hey, I'm home. I'm home. I don't remember what killed me last time I was home. I know that whatever that is, I don't want to be hit by it at all. And that was not what I was wanting to have happen. I need some fiber. I need this primitive scythe that is so amazing to be more amazing than what it's been. I really do. I really, really do. Alright. Oh, run faster, run faster. That's what killed me last time. That's what killed me. Oh, now I know what killed... Yow. Yow. Thorny Dragon got wrecked. Okay, so I'm at like 1560 or thereabouts. Hello there. Do me a solid. I'm trying to get home. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bugs are like... Bugs are respected. I respect all the bugs in this game. I don't know what that was. What I do know is that home is this direction. Oh. Hello, Raptor. Can you run up to 118? I know I can. What about jumping? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Not only could it run... Yeah, a Reaper or a Basilisk or something that just wanted to pretend like it was one of those two. And, oh, well, we know that we died over here earlier. Alright, hey, this is home. This is back to where home is. Alright. So now we know a few things. One, we know we have a huge lack of flint. We know that Titan boa has been graciously camping our corpse for us. Get all our stuff back. Alright, we need flint for that. But what we don't need is stone. I mean, lots of flint. Lots of flint. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, base crafting stations, yeah. Crafting. Spears. 4 spears. Oh, I need you to not go any closer, snake. Oh yeah, that's... So we had this guy a little bit on the bloody side. Yeah, he's getting bloodied up. That's good. Haha. Man, all these thornies around here. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. There we go. Get us the hide we want. All we want is hide. All we want is hide. Meat's fine, but we want the hide. Oh, thank you for the GGs. Alright. With this hide, we now can like start making real things. That's why alpha creatures can't harvest corpses. Oh. Wow. So it's skin. And these are all skins. Drop all. Yes. Okay. Sun is definitely beating down on us. Alright, but this is not considered a shelter. Ah, there we go. We're getting a little bit of relief from it. Okay, so we need lots of wood. Probably would do good to put our hat back on. And our pants back on. Alright, and some cacti. Turn the default items. Oh, yeah, filter from skin to costume. Yeah, I definitely need a bed, but it's I need the bed to be protected. Also, but I think I'm missing wood for the bed. So, bed. I'm missing thatch for the bed. Well, don't that be at all. Yeah, and as far as default items on my streams, I usually keep that on for a couple of reasons, especially once we get the gravestone going. I feel like it's a fair trade-off. Alright, so we need walls. And we need a bed. I really want to get the bed down just so I can feel like I accomplished something. We have like half an hour left in the stream. Oh, okay. Two things. One, switch to manual. I like the auto open, but not when we have neighbors like that. And two, the other thing I need is one of these and a whole lot of those. Tiny 1x1 for your bed. Yeah, I once I get flush with materials and stuff, I start doing that a little bit better. Bow instead of spear. Put arrows on bow instead of spear. The big problem with this desert, though, is, oh my goodness, number one, the sun glare is real. But number two is every single thing that I want to do combat with, except for the camels, is a ranged dino. Like, come on now. This is just brutal. We're using N plus as just a structures plus kind of alternative. I don't know what else is inside the mod. But as I get more familiar with it, I'll definitely kind of look that up. But I'm trying to, the big goal on this also is to reduce the mod size for everything, with still having some comfort and flexibility and everything. So I need 5 walls and 4 ceiling tiles and some doors and stuff. Okay. Oh, no. See, I like having, like, the standard arc units of measurement for lots of reasons. They, number one, a lot of mods that actually need snap points at certain spots works pretty good. All bench craftable. See, I'm not a fan of some of the bench craftable stuff because here I am, right? Oh, we have another snake. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Oh. Okay. But, check it. We got the bed. Respawn a bed. Respawn a bed. Oh. Yeah, fire-breathing snake. That's a new one on me. And that's fine. It just means that it eats barbecue. Oh yeah, it was very brutal. I'm not even sure. See, that's another problem with this particular ecosystem. Oh, I'm in for so many new ones. So many new ones. When we were playing on Dodo Island, the first one we found that was new and impressive, of course, was the one that actually was leaving ordnance behind in its wake. And I still don't know what I do about a dialer that basically farts grenades. Have to whitelist me on the test server. Alright. Alright. Man, it just shrugged off all those arrows we made, didn't it? Like, it gave zero care about any of those arrows we shot at it. And here I am going, well, we're going to start killing some snakes. And getting some good stuff that way. We'll be all good and great. And it'll be super fun. Oh, well, that's not good. That's an invisible wall. Passive. Oh. Well. Well. Well, I don't know what bug got me that time. Yeah, sneaky snack. Well, do I have any corpses around here? Nope, but I'm about to have one. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what makes the bellowing noise that basically says I am in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, that's the noise. It's like the prehistoric version of the dinner bell being rung for me. That's a hyena. It probably like shoots lasers and summons goats to trample me. Because why wouldn't it? At this point, it would not be surprising at all if something were to like... Oh, so we are this way to our house. Presumably. Oh, those aren't even hyenas. Those are ravagers. That's great. Now, one thing to mention, as far as this mod goes with Hexen Lords Arc Omega, it does also modify the spawn tables if you turn it on to allow every species of dino. So it is highly possible that some of these things that we're seeing are not because of this map, as far as like what their base species are, but more because of Hexen Lord's mod being on here. Okay, it's getting dark. Okay, that's a spider. And that's a beta wood hyenodon. Alright. It's not drawing the discovered area pellic, which is really annoying. Like on this screen, it's drawing it. And it's the roar nopes. Yeah. Well, you helped. Yeah, yeah. I plan to get this into a public test area after a little bit more. Oh. Well, this is all sorts of special. Just popcorn all that out. Yeah, we're dead. We know we're dead. Yeah, that's what it was. Arc Nav mod. Okay. Hey, our bed's up. Let's go spawn at the bed. So there's the fire-breathing snake. Because that's totally a normal thing now. Fire-breathing snakes. Oh. And it's seen us. It's seen us. It knows that we are barbecue to go. And so we are getting the go over here. Oh, that's another snake. Oh, you'll love this one, Pelik. On the beach in the plains area, there are rock giants, miniature rock giants, but rock giants nonetheless. So it's still having a minor problem with this desert biome, and that's that there's a lot of predators and there's like no prey. Rubble golems, yeah, yeah, like the rubble golems. I mean, and it was the first thing that I found that I was just totally terrified about, and I was like, yep, we're gone. All right, grab all that. Oh, that was soy bacon. That was soy bacon. Oh my gosh. These are the snakes that I just basically offer myself to. Yeah. No clue what that thing was. Those things, yeah, yeah. Look at the cute little dead. Yep. 1,000 times that. Oh, and that's one right next to a thorny dragon? Yeah. Hey, look, Frank, a toaster. And if you get that reference, you are amazing. If you don't get it, don't worry. It's an older movie. There is Godzilla or King Kong. So Hexen Lords mods do have bosses. Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm about to fall asleep. Oh. Actually, I got some pretty good fortitude. So I might be alright. Okay, so that's a Titan boa. I don't know if it's the Siren boa. That is definitely the Siren boa, probably. That's an Alpha Gamma Ray Titan boa that just killed us. Okay. That's a lot of words. Alpha Gamma Ray Titan boa. Oh, this is the bugs. Those are the bugs. I don't know. Yep, that's a bug. Hey, it missed. Oh. It's missed several times. I'm taking evasive action. Oh, it got me that time. I'm dead. quickly find the rocks. Drop them. These berries, drop them. These berries, drop them. Alright. So we got that. Second. Skin. Drop all those. Next. Costume. Drop all those. Spear. That there. Alrighty. We are nearing the home stretch of the stream today, guys. We have 2 Titan boas that have proven to be aggressive toward our structures. We have a snake that is a siren, and we don't remember what level it is, but I want to say, I really want to say, actually no, that's not a siren, it's a fire breather. That's right. And we have an alpha, and I want to say this is the alpha that's on us right now, which is a problem. Because they are probably willing to chase us to the end of the earth. Yeah, they're still chasing us. I know the other snake is somewhere around here. Just waiting to kill us and laugh at us. So I think that's the fire breather to our left. Yeah, it looks like it's the right color. So we have to be pretty much on point. And we can't be missing like that. Missing like that's going to cost us. Oh! Oh boy. Alright, we've been tranked. We've been tranked twice. We are probably not shrugging this off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah. Total, utter annihilation of soy bacon proportions. Alright. So, over here's a corpse. That we're just going to popcorn everything off of. do... Oh, really? 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 Okay. And now we run. Oh, that's the alpha. Oh, biscuits. Oh, biscuits and gravy. Oh my gosh. Oh, elemental mod, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I shot the wrong thing in the snoot, that's for certain. Arrows. Make there's 3. Skin. Drop. Costume. Drop. Chibi. Drop. It's these. So that appears to be one snake there. That's the alpha. The alpha is the darker colored skin snake. The lighter color one's the fire one. And I really, well, I don't care for that guy. That's just the best way to say it. I'm not really fond of him. A flint, though. Melee damage up. So many things that want to eat me. So yeah, the big thing that I have problem-wise with this particular map is that the ecosystem is really unbalanced. And what I mean by that is these things should have things to eat, and they clearly don't. They clearly have nothing to eat except for a survivor. And you can't have a... what do I not get? Really? What do I need for that? I need thatch for that? Oh my gosh. I need to also eat some cactus while I got it. And I'm so used to playing Elder Scrolls Online that I am hitting the Alt button to exit my menu, and it is getting me in trouble in the worst ways. Alt button, yeah. And if you have, yeah. The only thing is when you repair on the fly or craft on the fly, you slow down. Pardon me, Turtle Club. Arrows. Lots of arrows. Because it's part of the crafting menu. Okay, that's the gamma one. That's the fire one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the slow moving crafting either, and I understand why it's that way. It's a balance thing. Man. This thing's gonna, like, shoot its fire right while it's by my base. And there's not a thing I can do about that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need to get it, like, all the way over here first. And that velo, I need that velo to just not. Okay. Yes, I'm dehydrated. I am perfectly fine with being dehydrated and running. Because the opposite right now of not running. Oh, that was so not good. I need that Obi-Wan Kenobi high ground. I can't be running down in dips and stuff. Yeah, I can't be shooting arrows in the dirt, but this is not the game where you 360 no scope, that's for certain. Oh. And there's the fire ring. I got 30 arrows left. So far, I'm not running foul across anything that I would regret. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. It's a PvP balance thing, Lead Snake Velo. I wish, but the Velos won't attack it. That's what I'm talking about. This ecosystem is just not a sustainable ecosystem. Nothing is eating anything except for me. I'm eating them and they are eating me. On the bright side, though, that Velo doesn't seem like it wants to aggro on me either, so we're as far as that goes, we can call that a draw. Alright, I don't know what this alpha gamma thing is going to take, other than, like, every single thing that I have on my person, apparently. Oh my gosh. A multi-tool. That's neat. Doesn't help me a lick. Nope. That doesn't do me any good either. You just stay right over there, big guy. Huh. You know, I did forget that. So I need a forge more than anything, I think. And boy howdy, I need flint and stone. I have the stone in my thing. As far as the flint goes, Alright, so I am... You need some more liquid stuff. Wasn't there a cactus nearby? Yeah, there's a cactus this way. Oh, we are beyond. Yeah. That's something I'd like to do is get some walls up before I sign off, but I don't think that's going to help. I think what I really need to do is I need to put my stuff in the storage bin that I want to keep, and realize I'm about to die. It's not a new thing to ARK. It has to do with the resource health thing, which is why people complain about it. Depending upon how you have all your resourcing set up, when you use the resource health thing, it'll take a few hits for some things. And if it's considered a more rare type resource, it'll take a couple more hits. Alright, so crafting. Alright, so this takes 30 and 20, so that's 50. And that takes 40, so we're going to craft all the walls we can. Alright, and that was 2, which is a number greater than 0. Alright, what do we still need for walls? Wood, I'm guessing. Lots and lots of wood. Okay. That's up to health. Yeah, since it's getting late, it's player harvest is 2.5, dino is 5. Yeah, I think mine's actually in that ballpark, Pelic. I don't recall. But even if it's set at a reasonable level, it just takes one Brontosaurus to throw all that off. And it also could be some of the tools that I'm using, like this thing here, you know, from Hex's mod. You're dehydrated, you're out of stamina. Making 2 more walls. I think that's the last of the walls I need. Nope, I need 2 more walls after this. Alright. That's cool. I'm really bad at video editing, like atrociously so. And By that, I'm not just meaning my skill at it. I'm meaning my follow through with it. I get distracted way too easily. I'll sit down to do something, and just hours later, not have it accomplished. Crafting walls. 2 of those. Ceiling. I need thatch. Oh, I need you to go away. I need you to go away. What I really need is I need these things to start fighting everybody. I was using OpenShot, which is a really good software, and Handbrake and something else. All right. Out of water. That's unfortunate. Torpidity is going up. We're about to pass out because of no water. And we will be passing away after that. So, I don't see a cactus nearby. So what I'm going to have to do is bury this out. Yeah, there's a lot of people that actually enjoy that, being able to see all the mistakes and the problems and the backtracking and all that we do, and we try to plan for that. We do, but you know, it is what it is. Eat all these. Walk very gently to the house. And we will be calling it here. There's probably going to be a good non-zero chance that when we rejoin this server, that we will probably lose everything that we worked so hard on. Maybe not, but you never know, right? But yeah, we have a lot of interesting stuff going on. That's to say the very least. I still learn things from me. Well, that's cool. I try to have fun with it, and I try to learn stuff myself. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. But yeah, Turtle Club, it is time for me to get ready for my pre-work ritual stuff that I got to do before I go to bed. So I'm going to have myself a good day and then a good night. McAdoo, thank you for hanging out with me. Pelik as well. Bala, who woke up abruptly and then went back to bed, hopefully. Thank you as well. I hope everybody has a good week. We're starting it out tomorrow on a Monday. And we are going to be playing some Pocket Monster Monday tomorrow. And then, of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we got some more Zelda Skyward Sword. Looking forward to all that. Until then, have a good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner, whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club. Stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one. Thanks for watching, and take care, guys.